This is how I used to store my off-road gear in my garage, in a big pile. Now, I store my off-road gear like this. Not bad for 4 free pallets and a handful of bolts, and also gives me a place to hang my soft top windows. So the 4 pallets include one for the top, one for the bottom, split one in half for the sides, and another full pallet for the upper back portion that I attach my soft top windows to. I tuck the sides into the top and the bottom so that it fits flush around the sides. And here are the bolts I used as well. It was easier to use bolts because of where they're located than a screwdriver, because a socket wrench goes in there a lot easier. You can see that I had to trim the ears off one side to make those fit in. So pallets are very irregular. Try to find the best ones you can. And I tried to use as many intact boards as possible. And anything I did cut off, I saved for later to use for possible bracing or to make the shelf to divide the larger compartment. Definitely not a rocket science project, although safety is very important. I typically use the pallet boards as a guide as I did my sawing, except when it came to the cross cuts. And I did actually employ a clamp-on guide for that, just to make it a little bit straighter. So measure twice, cut once, or as my shop teacher usually said, just keep on measuring. What could it hurt? So I'm cutting out the top currently, and I'll base everything else off of this. The piece I'm cutting off to the right of my blade is actually going to wind up being back bracing for the main compartment. And that's the top. Here I'm cutting off the ears from the underside of the top so that the sides will nest in flat. The rest of the design makes a lot more sense once you finish cutting the top. And then you'll want to take time to find a pallet to split into the sides. You don't need to use a guide, but it does make it a little bit easier unless you screw it up like I did here in a minute. I did leave the interior pallet slats in place. The middle ones on the side I used to support the shelf, and I think that those slats did give a little bit more rigidity to the whole design as well. Of course, the back brace that I wound up putting on really tied it together nicely, but I like the way this turned out. And here you can see the back brace, and when the shelf is in place, it actually keeps things from falling off the back of the shelf. The rear upright portion is a full pallet stacked on top of the frame, and it's reinforced by L brackets and a couple of pieces of wood to keep it from tilting forward. My center shelf does want to sag a little bit, so I've temporarily braced it, and I'll find a way to reinforce this better later on without taking away from the storage. The rear upright portion could be a pegboard, it could be shelves, or you could add some skirt clamps like I did to hold your soft top windows without damaging them.